Hey y'all, and welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway, where we're going to do a little bit of racing here today, and it's my random race of the week again. That's what it is, random race of the week, and just so happens that Valmore follows in it again, so we'll see what happens there, eh? And I hope y'all enjoy this one. I'm going to try a few new things each time I do a video, and basically just going to try to. I haven't raced this track this week yet. I don't know what I'm going to or not, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, we're going to show one on my channel and hope everybody enjoys it. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoys this, and yeah, hopefully it'll be an interesting race. It looks like a nice day here in Atlanta, and I know I've been checking in on a few races, and there's been a lot of cautions. I guess tires wear off fairly quickly in this here Atlanta area, and I've been having a lot of trouble with my computer this week. I had to replace the hard drive, so you can imagine what that entailed. I had to install everything again. I can't get my Oculus working the way I want to. It's kind of not fail-safe yet. It's crashing on me when I get my races started, and I don't want to be racing and it crash on me and then I take out a bunch of racers, so I got to figure that out. But anyway, for now we're just going to introduce the results here, and Richard Calbro has taken the pole. Congratulations, Richard. He'll be taking us around for the pace lap, and maybe he'll hang on to the lead. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so let's get this race on the road, shall we? Yeah, so I don't like to be complaining about my computer, but that's really annoying when it does that. Really annoying. But anyway, we got it fixed up, and it wasn't that expensive, and I did it myself. So them's the breaks, I guess. So we got an exciting field here, and as the pace car leaves and takes the grid along with it, Richard's gonna take us around to the start line. So anyway, some of my settings, I don't know. The crowds are on in this, so I think in my headset it's going to cause problems, because because then again when I turned everything off, it still kind of crashed on me. So I don't know whether it's a screensaver or power management setting. Last time I had problems like this, it was power management. My video card was going down into a power save mode, and geez, I hope it's not doing that again, because I could not find that setting anywhere, and I don't know where it is. So anyway, hopefully this works out, and we'll see what happens, because there's nothing worse than when you're racing and you can't trust your computer not to crash in the middle of a race. I mean, it's hard enough, we know, to finish a race unscathed, but when everything goes black, it's pretty hard to finish a race unscathed, let's face it. Okay, so this time around the pace car will be heading into the pit, and we will be green within seconds. We are green, and away we go to the races. Going to be interesting to see what happens here on this here track in Atlanta. Richard takes off. We got a little bit of a lead there, a little bit of a jump, but I should say it won't be long before the rest of the field kind of creeps up behind him. Yeah, but you never know. You never know. Follows the correct line, and people are sliding or whatever. As you can see, Richard's in first place. Richard Calbo, I guess that's how you spell your name, or Calbo. Or not spell, sorry. Pronounce your name. We're cruising here. We are cruising. I think that's Valmore in the 2-hole, isn't it? Is that Valmore? I don't know. Anyway, my little ticker will show us here in a minute. And it is, Valmore is in the 2-hole. He didn't have much luck in the last episode of Shanracer, so let's see if he has any better luck this time around. Oh, we look like we're almost 3 wide there. Somebody's jumping with a little bit of glitchy friggin' connection stuff there, and that sucks. I mean, it's hard enough to race when everybody's doing the proper thing, but when they're jumping with 10 or 20 feet around the track, and you're trying to freaking figure out where they're at, it's not easy. It isn't easy, and it's a scary place to be, and none of us like to be in that scary place. Yeah, so everybody's staying pretty good here. Everybody's staying in a tight pack, keeping their positions. And like I said, I mean, and I'm one of the worst for it, but it's just everybody settle in and find their spot. It's a 75 lap race, right? And there's going to be pits, so if somebody gets ahead of you, I mean, you're gonna be gritting again and get that chance all over again to catch them. So unless it's an odd race. And oh, we're in the car of Shane T. Miller. A view from him in fourth place. As we see how he's handling the situation of maneuvering around these vehicles on this busy interstate. Yeah, that's what it seems like sometimes. The interstate is we don't have interstates where I am, but I drive up to Toronto the odd time, so pretty busy spot up there. Definitely busy. Oh, are you kidding me? Is that Valmore again? It looks like Valmore is sliding on the top of his car. And we're going to have to go to a replay and see what the heck happened to that poor lad. All right, so let's go to the replay and see what happened to that poor Valmore fella. Hope somebody didn't come up and just take him out on purpose or something. But anyway, we'll check that replay and we'll see what happened. Yeah, we will. So, replay it is. Let's check it out here. Okay, we have a tight pack going around the turn. Valmore's on the top, and he gets bumped. And poor Valmore. That happened again. Happened to me too this week, Valmore. Happened to me too. Well, that was unfortunate. So, we're coming around here. I wonder if these guys are going to pit, because I know on this track that people tend to pit with very low lappage going on. So it looks like everybody's going to do the smart thing and go in and get fresh tires and top her up. Top up the fuel, because you never know when you're going to need it, eh? Right? Never know, but you always need your tires. But I'd say it'd be wise to do that, because if you're not, you're going to be sliding up the track, and guys are just going to come right in the inside of you and say, see you later. So I'd say that's a wise move. Yeah, I think that's a... Oh, somebody get out a little quicker than Richard did. I'll have to see what the results are here. I think they'll come up as we're heading around. Gets the old pace car again, and I think those results will pop up again for us. Yeah, and we'll see what happened. See how that... Nice to see how that gentleman get out there. So I think we're gonna jump ahead here till the pace car heading into the pit, and we are going to be off to the races one more time. I guess I missed putting that graphic in there, but we'll see. It'll pop up. Okay, it's Riku Kaskinen is Mr. Man that's in first place here. Yeah. And he get a bit of a jump on everybody, as you can see. But like I say, at this track, it's kind of hard to get. Oh, we got a pack of 3 there that's just battling her out. Look, Buck Nelson is in second place. Oh, Buck Nelson isn't buck naked in his car. Buck. Just kidding, Buck. He's looked like he's coming ahead there pretty good. He's trying to catch the leader. And we are in a line coming down that back stretch, and we are flying on those new tires. Look at us go. I want to be you know what, I want to be out there right now. And that Buck guy's got kind of the same colors as I got. Hey, Buck. Thanks for having the same colors as me, because I think you and I are the only ones with that kind of aqua blue or light blue color and black. But I like it. I think it's cool. All right, so he's coming along pretty good, man. He's hanging that outside line pretty good, and he may take over the lead here. And very short time. We'll see what happens. So hopefully we'll get a long stretch here without another yellow and get some real racing going on here. What was I going to say? I was going to mention something. Oh yeah, I'm using, I changed, you might notice my voice kind of sounds wangy, a little different right now. It's because I switched microphones. My other microphone was kind of a little muffled, so I'm trying my Oculus microphone, not with the headset on, I'm not watching this with my headset on, but I am using the microphone, and we're going to see how it works, and hopefully it'll be a little clearer, and you'll be able to hear me over the cars and music whenever they play the music at the end and whatnot. Yeah, tell me what you think of the movie, sorry, God, the music that I use. If you want me to use more rocky stuff or whatever. We are in the car of Tim Keen, getting his point of view from third place. He's got a little bit of catching up to do, as you can see. I think he'll be able to do it. I think he's a good racer. I think I raced with him before, and he sticks to you like Velcro, that fella, if I remember correctly. Yeah, just like Velcro. That is sticky stuff too, isn't it? That Velcro. Okay. 5th place, we got Kenneth Hawkins. He's squeezing in there in 5th place. Or now he's 6th. Well, they've changed positions. We're going to get a cockpit view of him. His car. Everybody's kind of spreading out, kind of getting their own spot, which is probably a smart thing to do on this track, because we're not that far into the race yet, and there's lots of time. So let's see what happens. Buck is still in the lead, and Riku Keskinen is in the 2 spot. There's not a whole lot of time between them. They are snuggling up there like a couple of snuggle buddies. Yeah. Look at them going. Yeah, I wonder what the next track is. Is it Indianapolis? Is that the next one, or Twin Rings? I'm not sure. Yeah, I hope I can get that computer of mine fixed. Not computer, I mean my crashing problem that I'm having. And it seemed to be iRacing, like come up with an iRacing error or something. So I don't know what that's all about. Maybe I gotta go into my settings and change something. Something's amiss somewhere. I gotta figure out what the heck it is. Hopefully this mic sounds okay. We got 3 guys battling for first up here, and kind of switching spots and taking the inside. One guy's going up. Who is that guy that's coming up there? Who is that feller? Put those names up there, Mr. Control Man. As you can see, my control man doesn't listen to me. I guess my control man's me, and I do this ahead of time, but anyway, it's hard to produce. So Buck is still in the lead. Buck Nelson. We're going to find out who's in the 2 spot right now. Tim Keen is in the 2 spot. Tim, we were following him a minute ago. I think he was in 5th, wasn't he? And Riku is dropped back to 3rd, and Riku has just hit the wall. Riku is, I would say that Riku is probably finished after that little fiasco. Sorry, Riku. I know that sucks, man, but we are going to a yellow, and we will be going to another replay in a minute here when the boys in the tech room there, or the control room, pop it up whenever they see it's sufficient and stop drinking beer and stuff in there. So I guess everybody's going to do the smart thing and pit here, and see if the guys in that control room, like I say, can put up the replay for us. There's our pack heading back out onto the track with some new fuel and some new tires, and so that's our, I guess that's our first yellow of the race, or second yellow, sorry. Second yellow. And there's a bit of the standings there, quite quick. I don't know what happened there, but we're pitting again. Some of the guys, maybe all the guys, I'm not quite sure here. Well, looks like a lot of cars are heading in. Would be the smart thing to do. Yes, it would be. Heading in for some new, fresh stuff, and getting her all pitted up. All the pit crews and their outfits, all the individual colors and whatnot. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Heading out in the pack again. Back out onto the track. And we'll get this race underway. Get a replay put up there and see what happened in that accident. So we're going to the replay. Here we go. Oh, somebody loses a bit of traction, and it can happen that quick on this track. That's not nice. That's not good. That really sucks. Another fella out of contention. Let's see if I can see his name here. Pretty sure I can remember who it was. It was Riku Keskinen. Riku Keskinen is... Yep, he's the guy that wound up on the top of his car. So here's the standings after 26 laps here at Atlanta, and pack seems to be getting a little bit smaller as we go along. A little bit smaller all the time. That can happen. We all know that can happen. And just got to grin and bear it, and hopefully you don't get involved yourself. That's all we can do. Still on the yellow, and I believe this is the last time around. We'll be going green here. And off we go. We are green once more. Lap 27. And off we go again to the races. Yeah, like I say, I'm having trouble with my freaking computer, so I think this week, I think it's been Tim Keno's in the lead. Tim Keen, sorry, Keno. Tim Keen is in the lead. Sorry, Tim. Like I say, my writing's small. Buck Nelson is hanging on to the 2-hole. It's going to be an interesting. He's always pushing. Mikel Nordaze Gonzalez is in the 3rd spot. I raced with him before. He's a pretty good race of that Gonzalez gentleman. And I think we're going to be quite a tight pack here going around. Hopefully we don't be too close. Good pack. I like I say, I enjoyed this track. I was kind of catching on to it, and my headset or my racing software is crashing, so I gotta figure out what's going on there. VR can be so much fun. Well, we are in the cockpit of Tim Rollenhagen, checking out his view and his bit of strategy as he's driving around this track at high speeds. Which one's there? I guess the next track is the Twin Ring, is it? And then it's one of my faves, of course, and everybody's favorite, Indianapolis, is designed for these cars. That's going to be a fun race. And I have an Indy 50 going on. Is that fixed or is that open setup? Anybody want to leave me a note there in the comments? The scoop is on that. I don't know whether, I guess, does it affect your iRating and stuff and all that kind of thing, but I don't know. I'll have to figure that out, I guess. Maybe give it a shot. Maybe I'm too late. I don't know. I have to check the schedule and see what's going on. Schedule. We got a packed. Oh, the stands are packed today. This is craziness. The stands are packed. Looks like Buck is now in the lead. Buck is in first place. We're jerrying, jigging spots there. A lot of changing going on. Marco Sampson is in 7th place, and we are dropping in to see how he's getting along in his car. Spying on him. I guess we're doing a little bit of spying there, Marco. Don't mind us. Don't mind us. We're just enjoying the view and going along for the ride, buddy. Keep up the good work. Keep pushing. Push, like Belmore would say. Keep on trucking. Kind of is the same colors as Belmore has, that gentleman. So we're back to the front of the pack here on this beautiful sunny day. And we're racing hard. We are racing hard. Heading down the back stretch. Turn number 3. Guess I might start trying to some road before long. Maybe the Skip Barber. Anybody get any recommendations? Skip Barber series probably a pretty good place to start for the road series. I think it'd be a lot of fun, but you kind of got to if you want to get any, significantly better, we'll say, at these tracks, you kind of got to stick to one. I mean, that's what I find. You got to stick to one discipline of racing. I guess you call it. I don't know. One kind. The old oval Indcar is a great place for me. I like them, learning a lot. And I mean, every time you race at a track, you learn something new. So, especially when you get up. I lost, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this previously, but I ended up losing almost 200 in I rating. Maybe I'm repeating myself, but it really sucks because of that freaking issue I've been having with the software crashing. But you know what? We'll get her back. We will get her back. No big deal. Still got the A license. Safety rating I think is still over 3, so whatever. Drive on. Oh, look, Bach has gone off the track. He saves it. Good job, Buck. Wow. That was some good driving there, Buck. Good save, buddy. And we have a new leader. Not quite sure who that is. We're going to find out here in a second. And my dog is barking upstairs because she knows I'm down here and she wants to come hang out while I'm narrating. So we're in a yellow. What happened there? That wasn't because of what happened to Buck, I don't think. Must have been something else happened. Yeah, I imagine these fellers will be pitting again. They're catching up to the pace car. And we're going to check out the replay. So let's see what happened here. And this here oh, looks like Miller. Steve Miller kind of lost his traction or caught the apron a bit. And I guess I'd say by the look of that, I don't think he'll be back. So here we go. And Tim is going to go in with the pace car and let these fellas take off, go green, and away we go. Hopefully we are green for the rest of the way, but that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. Tim Keane is still hanging on to that lead, as you can see there, and Mikel Nordasi Gonzalez is in 2nd place. And in 3rd, we got Buck. Buck Nelson made his way back up again. Buck, you're sticking to those guys like Velcro. That old Velcro syndrome. And we are heading around again, and lots of speed. We're flying, we're jigging for spots there. Hopefully everybody can maintain their composure and keep these cars on the track and stay off of that apron. That's a killer, especially when your tires get, if you catch that a little bit after a few laps, say 10 laps or something. Good luck saving it. Good luck. I think Buck saved her. He went into the grass there. Might have been a godsend for him. But we are off again and flying by the start-finish line once more. Man, these guys are keeping it close. keeping her close here. They're breaking away from the pack behind, if there's any left. I don't know how many we got left in this race. I'll have to check that the next time we get our pop up here. We are in the third place car of Miguel Gonzalez. This is his view of flying around the track at high speeds. Kind of gives you an idea how close they are, how close things can get. He's just doing the right thing. He's just kind of keeping it back a little bit. That means lots of time still to squeeze your way in around there. Maybe get a second or a first or whatever. Don't want to make any mistakes this late in the race. And those three seem to be breaking away from the two behind. And there's a gentleman way back, probably 2 or 3 seconds behind them. I don't know where the rest of the pack is. I have no clue. They might be gone for pizza or something. I have no idea. But these obviously are the guys that are going to be battling to the end here. Marco Sampson's hanging tough in 5th place. We're coming around turn number 3. Billy Bratt, was that his name? Tim Keane still hanging on to that lead. He's hanging tough, and Buck is hanging on, and Marcos is staying right there as well. These three are going to be battling for the first spot. Don't do anything stupid, boys. Don't do anything crazy. Hang on, just be patient. Be patient. And we're on lap 51 here. We are knocking them off. We are knocking them off. And if things keep going the way they are, it shouldn't be too long till this race gets complete, because we're not going to have any more yellows, are we, guys? Are we? Are we going to have more yellows? No, I'm not jinxing you. I'm not going to say yellow. Yellow. Tires are probably getting a little slick right now, so I think these guys need to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what happened there? Did he just come down and cut Buck off? I don't know. Buck said, "Fuck off, buddy." Sorry, Buck. I like your name, pal. You're a good racer too. Look, you're flying good right there. You know what you're doing. In your cockpit right now, spying on you and stalking you in your car. Hope you don't mind. You don't mind that I'm hanging around in your car. We're still cruising along here at a high rate of speed, nose to tail, and Buck sneaks by. Oh, as I say, when you're up on that outside line, when your tires get slick, it's not as easy to keep up to somebody, because you kind of got to let off, and it's not in your best interest to push too hard, because before you know it, you're into the wall. These guys are battling. They're moving back spots. It's turning into quite a finish. Not quite finished, but we're getting close to the finish. It's turning into quite a battle here. Quite a battle. I guess it wasn't a very big field to begin with, but I guess these guys at the front here, there's a pack of 5, and they're going to be battling for the top 5 positions, unless something crazy happens, of which we hope it doesn't. They're getting pretty close there around some of those turns. They want to be really careful. You know, watching some of these races, you kind of wish you were right there battling with them. Oh, did Buck went off again into the grass? He must like cutting the grass or something, because he's been spending a little bit of time in the grass. He just dropped some positions there. He's now in 5th place. Buck has dropped to 5th, but oh, Buck, he might be looking back. I don't know if he hit the wall or something there. I couldn't see what happened, but Miguel is in the 1 spot right now. Miguel No Dice Gonzalez and Tim Keane has taken it back. Oh, it looked like those two fellas tapped there a little bit. Evan R.T. Emre is in third place, and we're going to take a little ride in his car. God, they're changing spots awful quick here. It's hard to keep up. Before I say what position they're in, there's somebody else taking it. So, wow. That means it's good racing. Yes. Does it? Yeah, I guess it does. Coming up behind Marco there, you can see him. Tim Keane is still hanging on to that lead. We are going by again. Start finish line. You're kind of a pack of four there now. I'm not sure where Buck ended up. Buck's back pretty good there. Too bad, Buck, you're doing well, pal. But hey, you know what? We all know what happens. He may have lost the draft, so I don't know if we'll be able to catch them now. Unless they slow down due to a skid or something like that and have to be careful slowing down around somebody or whatnot. You never know what's going to happen. Anything can happen on these tracks. Yeah, I think I went back and looked with a miracle of editing and being able to stop and check things. I think Buck might have got a little bit of a tap there. Tap from behind, which sent him kind of off of his line a little bit there. But he saved himself many times in this race, and he did a good job of saving himself again there, I guess, by the looks of what I could go back and see. Too bad, Buck, but he'll be back again. Tim is now in second place. Tim Keane. These guys are going back and forth. Marco Sampson is now in third place. And Evan Enray is in first position. God, it's hard to keep track of who's in the lead of this race, man. I'm telling you, these guys are changing positions. There's a bit of a space getting between them now. I think their tires are getting a little... You don't want to be traveling too close to anybody. You don't want to be traveling too close to anybody when your tires are getting this slick. These guys are getting towards the end of the race here. So they're probably going to be a little extra careful. I know I would be, but what do I know? What do I know? So these guys are still, first and second, still staying quite handy each other. Just want to be careful. They can tell the fans are enjoying this. They're all standing. They're all standing and staring right out onto the track. Even though they all look like they're cardboard. Cardboard fans. You can't beat them. Not very noisy though, I guess, would they? We have about 18 laps remaining, which isn't a whole lot. It probably seems to these guys like it's a long ways away. Because those tires are probably getting pretty slippery. These cars tend to slide on this track a good bit. Oh, them guys were close. And it's hard to tell when they're coming down how close they are. They look like they're tapping, but maybe they're just kind of switching, you know, kind of drafting and then popping out. So it almost looks like when they're coming down the track with the angle of that, like camera 2, I think it is, TV camera 2. It looks like they're hitting, like right there. See, right there, as you can see that there, but not in that shot, but that's the camera angle I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So we are winding down here. These guys are still battling for first and second. As you can see, the gap's getting a little further and further. I think the guys are just kind of happy to be finishing where they're finishing. Maybe just say, you know what, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to take third or fourth or fifth, and I'm just going to not push too hard. Because I mean, if you push too hard at this stage, maybe like that song, Hello Wall. You know that song I'm talking about, that country song? Hello Wall. Yeah, that one. That's what you'll be saying, because you'll be in the wall. And she'll be all over with the crying. I'm really hoping my mic's not too loud or too soft. view, but there's a good angle there. And it shows you a good angle of the guy in second place behind Evan RT Imre. Still leading the pack, but that could change. This guy's close enough to kind of squeak by there as we're winding her down here at Atlanta. I wonder, is it the Twin Ring Motegi is the next track? I think I'm gonna have to check and see. I have to practice that one. I don't have barely any experience on that track. It's kind of one of those ones that's wide on one end and narrow at the other, I think, from what I can remember. I guess I'm gonna have to get used to that track like all the other ones. I like this style of track here. Marco Sampson has taken the lead. As we said before, it's, you know, just be patient. He was patient behind him, and he took the opportunity and zipped by Evan there, Evan Imre. And whether it's going to stay that way, I do not know. But we are getting close to finishing this race. And as long as nobody does anything crazy, it's going to be between these two guys for sure. Don't think the other feller's going to catch them. I don't know, it's going to be tough. It's pretty good. Pretty interesting stuff going on here. They're hanging close to that line. He doesn't want to let it. It's hard to hang on to that inside line with your tires like that. So props to you guys, man. Props. We are on the final lap, and I think we are finished. And it looks like Marco Sampson. Congratulations, Marco. Good job, buddy. Good job. Definitely a good job pulling that off. That was a good race. Evan RT Imre pulls a second out of it. He could have very well got first, but it was just, you know, luck of the draw there. When the other fellow took over first, there was pretty hard to get around him. And Tim Keen hung on to finish in third. Leading a lot of laps. Tim was leading a lot of laps. So that was a pretty good race here. We lost a lot of racers with the three yellows that we had. And there's a good shot of Tim doing his... That's not Tim Keen doing his burnout. That's the leader, man. Marco Sampson is doing his burnout, and there is the results after 75 laps here at Atlanta. As you can see, Marco Sampson, Tim Keen, and Evan RT Imre first, second, and third. I thought Evan finished second. What's up with that? I don't know. I think that might be a little wangy. My software. I'm confused. Maybe just when they passed each other on the track at the end. That's probably what it was. But anyway, that's how she finished up, guys. Thank you for joining us here in Atlanta. And we'll see you next time on this is episode 8 of Shanracer, so we'll see you on episode 9. And thanks for stopping by. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Go ahead and share it with your friends. Share the link. The more viewers and love, the better. So signing off from Atlanta. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.